What is up, y'all? Naturegirl 30 here, and this is another prediction show for WWE Payback 2015 with yours truly. I absolutely forgot this pay-per-view was going to be this week. There's so many things happening. Well, honestly, there's so many pay-per-views to keep track of, and sometimes you do forget when the dates are. But Payback is going to be this Sunday, and we have some matches on the card that's not going to be too bad. But guys, let's get started with the kickoff match. This year's kickoff is going to be Macho Man and Curtis Axel versus The Ascension. Do I really believe that The Ascension is going to win this match? Not really. The Ascension don't really have a shot in the dark of winning since their debut. They really haven't won any championships. They've been squashed in match after match, and they've been dominated even by the legends. Honestly, it really makes me sad because they were a great tag team starting out, and they really have a great gimmick. But now they're doing this whole Legion of Doom / Egyptian mysticism gimmick that makes no sense at all. But besides all that, I will say that Macho Man is a lot more loved than Curtis Axel and The Ascension combined. So do I believe that they have a shot in winning? Yes. Curtis Axel and Macho Man for the win on the kickoff show. This match is pretty much random in my opinion, and I don't really know why still they're feuding, and even if they try to explain it, I still won't get it. I am talking about Bray Wyatt versus Ryback. I guess the big guy versus the new face of fear. I really don't see the purpose in this feud. I really don't know why they're feuding, and honestly, it just seems a bit one-sided. But Ryback, ever since he turned face, has always bothered me. I prefer him to either be... I don't know. He was a face, but he was a face without a voice. And I guess I was fine with that. But then when he became a heel, he became a bully, which I guess kind of made sense, but it was out of nowhere. Now he's a face again and known as the big guy just to get noticed. But the one person that really needs to win a little bit more than Ryback is Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt has not had a lot of successful wins during any pay-per-view he's ever had. There's been a few pay-per-views that he had some wins, but the ones that mean the most, the big four pay-per-views, he's lost every one. I'm really hoping that maybe he will win this one and become a dominant heel, but he always falls flat, and they always put him behind, and it really makes me sad because he's a great heel. He's an enigma, and we haven't really seen heels like that in a long time. So this is just for my own personal opinion. My feelings towards this is I'd rather have Bray Wyatt win over Ryback, but honestly, let's be real here. Ryback is going to probably beat Bray Wyatt, and it might be by... It won't even be a slim margin. It's going to probably be a really quick win. But I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I hope Bray Wyatt actually wins this one. But if not, unfortunately, it might be Ryback. Next up is John Cena versus Rusev in an I Quit match. This entire feud has been dragged on for far too long, and I really do want it to end in a very epic conclusion, which means that this match will no longer happen again. There could be a chance that Neville may be feuding with Rusev, and I'm hoping that's going to be the case because it's not the fact that I don't want John Cena to be on my screen. It's the fact that we've seen far too much of Rusev and Cena. I kind of want to see something different. But I'm really hoping that there'll be the chance that Cena drops the belt to Rusev and Rusev will feud with Neville. Or maybe Neville will feud with Cena, but we know how that goes. But I'm hoping that Cena loses the belt to Rusev and Rusev feuds with Neville. So I guess just to go with a legit answer, Rusev for the win. That's just my personal feelings. I want Rusev to win, take the belt back, so Neville will be able to feud with him. Next matchup, Sheamus versus Ziggler. Now, the Sheamus versus Ziggler match that we saw at Extreme Rules was very, very disappointing. I kind of expected a little bit more. I kind of expected an actual kiss my arse match, but it really wasn't so. What they're going to be doing here, I have no idea, but I'm hoping that the feud ends here. Ziggler won the last one, so more than likely, since it's called Payback, of course Ziggler is going to get the win over Sheamus, and he's probably going to get a good one over Sheamus. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually does have his butt kissed. But honestly, my vote goes to Ziggler for the win. It pretty much seems like a very obvious choice, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Excuse the graininess of some of these pictures. I have no idea why they're looking this way, and I've been trying to fix it as much as I can. But these are the ones that I actually did get off the WWE website. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. So bear with me here, and I'll try to be as quick as I can with some of these. But let's move on to the Divas match. You got Tamina and Naomi versus the Bella Twins. I don't know whether or not it's a title match. It probably isn't a title match, probably bragging rights. And with Tamina on the side of Naomi, it seems like it's going to be pretty obvious. The Bella Twins have been very dominant as of late, and plus they're pretty good heels. Well, my bad, they're not heels anymore. They are faces. And Naomi is now the true heel. Even though I applaud her for being a really great heel, I'm actually hoping for Naomi and Tamina to get this win because Naomi needs it. The Bella Twins had enough wins and they've had enough trophies under their belt. It's time for Naomi to shine. And I'm hoping that Naomi wins this one with Tamina at her side. And I'm kind of tired of seeing Tamina as a sidekick or someone who is going to be, I don't know, a protector of another individual. But regardless, a win is a win. And I'm hoping that Naomi and Tamina gets this win. Okay, next up. My favorite, King Barrett versus Neville. I am a huge fan of Bad News Barrett. I love Bad News Barrett. I love the fact that he is not only a classic heel, but he's a classy heel. And not to mention that he's actually the latest King of the Ring. And he's really playing the whole King thing to a hilt. I love every bit of it. Neville has really shown how great he can perform as of late, especially that match that he had with John Cena for the U.S. title. This is going to be a really great match. And I really feel that Bad News Barrett is going to give Adrian Neville a run for his money. It's kind of difficult. Well, actually, it really isn't difficult to say who wins, but I know it's going to be a really great match. I wouldn't be surprised it's going to be this, maybe the second main event of the night, maybe. I don't know, but maybe I'm thinking too highly of this match too early. But I will say this. If King Barrett looks bad, it won't be good on him. But at least Adrian Neville will give it a best shot. So I will say there could be a chance that King Barrett might lose this one. So I'm going to actually say that my vote goes to Adrian Neville for the win. Even though I want Bad News Barrett to win, there's a chance he might not win. So King Barrett will lose this while Adrian Neville will win this. That's my vote. Yeah, this is a picture that I wish was grainy. Okay, guys, the next match is the New Day versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. By far, I mean, guys, you know I don't like the New Day. I can't stand the New Day. Nothing would make me like the New Day. And they're supposed to be faces, but they end up becoming heels. Very good, condescending ones, I will say that. You know, I'm not going to deny that they actually become pretty good, smug heels. But I will say that my vote definitely goes to Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. Not just the fact that it's against a New Day and I can't stand a New Day. I will say that they're a great pairing. They're a great pairing. They're a great tag team. They're very dominant, great aggressive heels. And I kind of hope that one day they take the titles back. But right now, I am hoping that they make this win a memorable one against the New Day. And not to mention, I want them to rub that win all in the smug faces of the New Day. I will enjoy every bit of it. Okay, guys, it is main event time. You got Seth Rollins, who is now the current champion, against Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and the latest addition from this past Raw, Dean Ambrose, in a fatal four-way match for the WWE title. And if Seth Rollins does not retain, Kane will lose his job. Do I really believe that this stipulation might come true? It could, because I really feel that they're trying to, I don't know. You know how when you actually watch a sitcom and one of the lead characters that you can't stand is thinking about leaving, or there's rumors about that character leaving, and you notice that the show kind of revolves around that character you can't stand? Well, I feel that's the same thing that they're doing with Kane. They're really trying to make people care about Kane again. They're really trying to make Kane somewhat a part of the show, pretty much the show in itself, and especially the stipulations about him. I really feel like that they're trying to keep him on for a little while longer. And in my opinion, I really do believe that Kane or Glenn Jacobs is thinking about retiring, especially the fact that we all know that he's interested in politics. I don't know if he's going to actually run for anything. This is just a theory here. But I really believe that Glenn Jacobs, or who we know as Kane, is going to be retiring very soon, and they're trying to keep all their legends on for as long as they can. But I really feel like that they're doing the best they can to keep Glenn Jacobs from leaving. Hence why they have the storyline that revolves around him and Seth Rollins feuding. So I honestly believe that Kane might not be around for long, but we all know that for those that actually have lost their job, they're probably gone on vacation for maybe 6 months or maybe 4 months, and they probably won't be back for a while just to take a bit of a break. But in this case with Kane, he's been in the game long enough. He's been there a very long time. So if he does lose, which I believe he might, he's going to be gone. Like, we'll probably see him in the Hall of Fame for next year's WrestleMania, up there with The Undertaker. That's just my opinion of it all. But honestly, guys, I really don't think that Seth Rollins is going to retain. I think he's going to lose it. And their best bet is going to be with Dean Ambrose. Don't get me wrong. I love Randy Orton, but Randy Orton is now a part-timer. He's not going to be there as long to actually defend the belt. Sure, people are like, well, Brock Lesnar is a part-timer. But the thing is that Brock Lesnar is a draw. He's a huge draw. He's a beast. A lot of people want to see Brock Lesnar, especially during those Big Four pay-per-views. So he's a draw, and that's a different story. I like Randy, but Randy is not as big as a draw as he used to be. So I really doubt that the belt's going to go on him, and he's had the belt long enough to where it really wouldn't matter. He has nothing to gain from it. Roman Reigns, in my opinion, is not ready yet. He is far from ready. He has a long way to go. And he needs to become a little bit more seasoned before he decides to be the WWE champion. And I know they're pushing him because he's big and all this other stuff. And I'm not saying that Roman Reigns does not have the skills to fight. He does, but he still needs work. And I don't think that he should be champion right now. Not to mention that, well, I mean, let's put it this way. People love Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is one of the most liked characters in the WWE, the most liked anti-heroes in the WWE so far. There is a huge rumor that Dean Ambrose might go heel on Payback. He might go heel and team up with Seth Rollins. In my opinion, that's going to be a huge mistake, but that I'm going to actually do a discussion video about that at a different time. But honestly, in my opinion, I think that the belt should go to Dean Ambrose. By far. I think Dean Ambrose should actually have the title and Seth Rollins not retain. But if that's not the case, more than likely it's going to either be Randy Orton or it's going to be Roman Reigns. It's difficult to say, but my vote goes to Dean Ambrose. Okay, guys, those are my predictions. Stay tuned to my review at the end of the show. Till then, peace out, y'all, and I will see you later.